The British royal family is once again at the center of a storm that nobody saw coming. Behind the palace walls, whispers of tension, loyalty, and long-buried secrets are reportedly creating a dramatic new chapter in the monarchy's ongoing saga. And at the heart of it all are three names that continue to dominate headlines around the world: Prince William, Queen Camilla, and a surprising figure from the past whose alleged revelations have sent shockwaves through royal watchers everywhere. According to growing speculation, Prince William is taking a far tougher stance regarding royal resources and support connected to Queen Camilla's extended family. At the same time, unexpected comments allegedly linked to Camilla's former husband have reignited old debates that many believed had long been settled. Could these developments be changing the balance of power inside the royal family? And if so, what could it mean for the future of the monarchy? Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications because this story is filled with twists, unexpected claims, and questions that continue to spark intense discussion among royal followers worldwide. For years, Queen Camilla has worked to establish her place within the royal family. Her journey from one of the most controversial figures in royal history to a senior royal carrying out official duties has been one of the most remarkable transformations ever witnessed by the public. Yet despite her current position, discussions surrounding her influence have never completely disappeared. Many royal commentators have often pointed out that Prince William and Queen Camilla reportedly have maintained a respectful relationship, but one that has occasionally been described as cautious rather than deeply personal. While neither side has publicly spoken about any significant conflict, rumors have persisted for years that William remains focused on protecting the long-term future of the monarchy under his own vision. That vision, according to several royal observers, centers on a streamlined institution with fewer people receiving direct support and fewer connections benefiting from royal privileges. This is where the latest speculation begins. Recent reports circulating among royal commentators suggest that efforts are being made to tighten the structure surrounding royal funding, support networks, and public roles. Some observers claim these changes could affect individuals connected to various branches of the royal family, including those associated with Queen Camilla's side. If true, the move would represent a significant shift. Supporters of Prince William argue that such actions would be consistent with a modern monarchy designed to focus resources only on core working royals. They point out that King Charles himself has often expressed support for a slimmer institution. Critics, however, believe that any perceived reduction in influence involving Camilla's circle could create new tensions behind palace doors. But just when royal watchers thought the story couldn't get any more dramatic, another unexpected element emerged. Camilla's former husband, Andrew Parker Bowles, suddenly found himself back in the spotlight. Andrew Parker Bowles has long been a fascinating figure in royal history. Decades before Camilla became queen, he was an important part of the social circles surrounding the royal family. Despite the highly publicized events that eventually led to Camilla's marriage to King Charles, Parker Bowles has generally maintained a low profile and avoided fueling public controversy. That is why recent discussions connected to his reported remarks have attracted so much attention. While many details remain unclear and some claims are based largely on speculation, royal commentators suggest that renewed public interest in Parker Bowles' perspective has brought old questions back into the conversation. Questions about loyalty, questions about influence, and questions about who truly shapes the future direction of the monarchy. Some analysts argue that any comments from someone with first-hand knowledge of royal history naturally carry weight because they offer a rare glimpse into events that unfolded behind closed doors decades ago. Others caution that many stories gain momentum simply because they involve familiar royal figures and dramatic headlines. Still, the timing has raised eyebrows. Why now? Why are discussions involving Camilla's past resurfacing at the same moment rumors of internal restructuring are gaining attention? For some observers, the answer may lie in the larger transition currently taking place within the monarchy. Prince William is no longer simply the future king. He is increasingly viewed as a central decision-maker whose influence continues to grow with every passing year. As public expectations evolve, many believe William is preparing for a future in which transparency, efficiency, and public trust will be more important than ever before. That approach could inevitably lead to difficult decisions. Royal historians often note that every generation of the monarchy has faced moments when traditions collided with modernization. What worked decades ago may no longer fit public expectations today. If William is indeed pushing for a more focused institution, some long-standing arrangements could face increased scrutiny. And that possibility alone is enough to trigger concern among those who favor preserving existing structures. Meanwhile, supporters of Camilla argue that she has spent years demonstrating commitment to royal service and deserves recognition for helping stabilize the monarchy during challenging times. They point to her extensive charitable work and public engagements as evidence that she has become a respected and valuable member of the royal family. From that perspective, any narrative suggesting a reduction of influence may appear unfair or exaggerated. Yet royal stories are rarely simple. They often involve competing interpretations, conflicting sources, and layers of history that continue to shape present-day events. What makes this latest situation especially intriguing is the symbolic nature of the figures involved. Prince William represents the future. Queen Camilla represents a hard-won position within the present. And Andrew Parker Bowles represents a connection to a complicated past that continues to fascinate the public. When those three elements collide, headlines are almost inevitable. Across social media platforms, royal fans have been debating what these developments might actually mean. Some believe William is simply carrying out a long-term strategy designed to strengthen the monarchy. Others suspect there may be deeper disagreements occurring behind the scenes. Still others think the entire controversy may be fueled by speculation rather than concrete evidence. The truth, as often happens with royal affairs, may lie somewhere in between. What cannot be denied is that public interest remains enormous. Every appearance, every statement, and every reported decision involving senior royals is analyzed in extraordinary detail. That scrutiny becomes even more intense whenever stories involve succession, influence, or potential shifts in power. And right now, all three factors appear to be part of the conversation. As the monarchy continues navigating a rapidly changing world, the relationship between key figures such as Prince William and Queen Camilla will undoubtedly remain under the microscope. Whether the reported restructuring efforts prove significant or merely symbolic, the discussion has already revealed something important. The future shape of the royal family remains a subject of intense debate. And with unexpected voices from the past suddenly re-entering the story, many royal watchers are convinced that this chapter is far from over. The coming weeks may reveal whether these reports signal a genuine shift within the royal household or simply another wave of speculation surrounding one of the world's most watched families. But one thing is certain. Whenever Prince William, Queen Camilla, and figures from the monarchy's complicated past become part of the same conversation, public attention follows immediately. As new developments emerge, royal observers across the globe will be watching closely for clues about what happens next. Will this alleged shakeup change everything, or is an even bigger revelation still waiting around the corner? Stay tuned, because this story is only getting started.